Hello, my name is Matt Miller and I'm the creator of TeamUp, and today I wanted to just take you through a brief walkthrough of what the TeamUp website is all about. With new teacher evaluations in place in Tennessee, evaluators are in the classrooms and are gathering evidence on how well teachers are performing. So what TeamUp allows teachers to do is it gives them an opportunity to gather their own evidence so that they're able to present that to their evaluators and show their evaluators some of the great things that they're doing in their classroom that evaluators might not be able to see otherwise. At its heart, TeamUp is basically an online evidence log that allows teachers to display that evidence and share it with their evaluators, but it does some other nice things too. So we'll start in the member homepage and I'll show you some of the basic features of it. The heart of the site is the Enter Data section. This is where teachers are able to take the evidence of what they do in their classrooms and enter it into the site. And one nice thing that TeamUp does is it takes the entire team rubric and it breaks it down into smaller, more manageable sections that are more teacher friendly. For example, we have one section here called the Month Evidence Log that looks at all of the things that you do sort of on a more day-to-day basis that you need to log evidence on. This is something that you'll want to come into probably a couple of times a month. There's also a section called the Year Evidence Log that talks about the more overarching, all-encompassing, year-long things that are done in the classroom. And then for the things that are just sort of practices, your everyday practices, things that we should be doing on a day-to-day basis that are a little harder to document, we have a reminder card for that. So, as you can see under the Month Evidence Log, these are your more day-to-day things. It takes the team rubric and it takes it from this large 4-section rubric and breaks it down into smaller sections. So if we come down here, we'll see just by picking one of those subsections, this is the area where teachers are able to log the evidence, log the things that they're doing in their classroom. It takes all of the criteria from the team rubric, every last section, every last part of the team rubric, and it puts it into the form of a question. So all teachers need to do is just read the question and then answer it by typing their text in this field here or in any of the other fields. So basically they log information, log evidence into these text fields of the things that they're doing in their classroom, and it asks questions tying back to all that criteria, and they click submit. And by clicking submit, that saves those answers, that evidence, to their account on the site. So if we come back to the member homepage here, to this button panel, we can view some of that evidence under the evidence report section. You can see the evidence is sorted by the website. It's sorted into the 4 main sections of the team rubric. So if we were to come and look at the instruction section under standards and objectives, if we click on that, that will bring up all of the evidence that we've logged in that area. So I've just typed in some example evidence here, and there are lots of things you can do with this. By highlighting all of the text in this, we've got a little header up here that tells you that normal text without all caps, that tells that you're at expectations, and then the all caps shows something that could be significantly above. And by doing this, you can copy this, paste it into a word processing document, paste it into an email. By putting it into a document, you can summarize it, you can change mistakes. There are just lots of things you can do. You can send it directly to one of your evaluators. So it makes it really flexible there. And then you come back here, and there are lots of other things that we'll get into in more detail in some other videos, including the forums, which basically allows teachers to be able to collaborate with other teachers all the way across the state of Tennessee on how they're meeting their criteria for their team rubric. If they have any questions, they can just bounce those questions off of other teachers. So that's TeamUp in a nutshell. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us right here on this contact form, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for using TeamUp.